So as I piece together this crazy cooking pots and pans is what I've done. Here you'll see mushrooms, yellow pepper, red pepper, green pepper, snow peas. I mean, you just look at that broccoli head. I mean, that's one broccoli head. I mean, look at this. It's huge. You know, there's no way I'm going to use all that. But there's probably enough food here for 3 days. Easy. Okay. And I've only got one of these here, which if you freeze, it would probably be okay for 2 days. Now, of course, fall time, winter time, you got your natural fridge. It would be awesome for that. No need to eat freeze dried food. And that's the best thing about it. Now, you don't need to use a raw steak to make a stir fry. You could use jerky that's already been dried out, make your own jerky. And that way it lasts longer. I'm going to be using butter, but you wouldn't take butter with you. You'd have to take something like ghee, which you can buy online or make your own because butter would spoil. Um, Other than that, I'm not going to show you me prepping it and cutting everything. That would just be ridiculous. But the whole idea of this video is to show you this thing in action. That's a spatula. This is made by Boundless. It's all titanium. It weighs nothing, literally 20 grams. And a lot of people complained that it was too small. You couldn't use it. And when it came in, I was like, oh my God, it's perfect. It's perfect to work the way I want. Beautiful. I can't say enough about that. Originally, I'd bought another spatula from some other company, and it was made from stainless steel, and the thing was huge, and it was super heavy. I was like, are you kidding me? They're calling this a camping spatula? It had the little thing and everything, and it was just huge. You might as well have just went and bought a regular spatula. I did a return on that right away. I was like, oh no, this is way too big, too heavy. I'll post it up here for you to see. But I just thought, what was the point of even inventing that? Was somebody just sitting around saying, let's make it look like this and people will give us their money? I never seen anything so stupid. So I plan to make a stir fry and cook it up and use this new spatula that came in. I have a few other things coming in. I have a grater, a whisk, some other things to add to this ensemble I'm putting together so I can pretty much cook anything I want. And that's the whole idea. I don't want to use freeze-dried food if I don't have to. Not saying I won't have freeze-dried food in my backpack, but I would much rather eat fresh food if I can. And that's the whole idea. So let me prep this up and I'll get back to you. Now, I want to show you something here. You'll see these here. These are like pill bottles. I'm sure you know somebody that's taking pills. I mean, look at the size of that thing. Nothing to it, right? I was able to get 6 of them. You see, now I can take the lid off this, and I can put soy sauce in this or whatever I want, and then put the lid back on, and you will even hear it clicking. So that's a good idea for storing some things if you want. So anyhow, this is what I have right now with stuff stored in. I got some oil, some lemon pepper, some salt. So there you go, which is pretty awesome. And let's cook this up. Let's do a little stir fry. So let's see how this new spatula works out. Everybody says it's too small. I don't know. I like it. I hope it does what I want. So my stainless steel frying pan. Crank that up a little bit. I'm going to need some oil. Nice and easy. A little bit of butter. Like I said, if you're camping or hiking, you'd have to use something like ghee or something like that. That would probably work. And our new spatula. Look at that. Oh yeah. That's working good. And then we'll put our beef in. And that's only about half a steak, by the way, of ribeye. So you're not even using a whole steak. Look how nice that is to move around. That is so easy. So then I need to put some lemon pepper. Works good. And a little bit of salt. I actually have rice in here, so I can't take the lid off. That's to prevent the salt from sticking. Now you want the handle where you can hang on to it. Oh yeah. Flip that stuff over nice and easy. Oh, this is a perfect spatula for hiking, man. Weighs nothing, and you got a tool that works. I love it. Turn it up a little bit. Look at that. So you tell me, is this better than Mountain House? And the funny thing is, Mountain Houses cost $10. You probably need to eat 2 to feel full. This is a half a steak. The peppers were a quarter of a pepper that I took. Like maybe 5 or 6 mushrooms, a little piece of broccoli, some snow peas. I mean, really, it's enough food for 3 days easy. You're back in the bush. Now, like I said, you don't have to use ribeye. I'm just testing here. You could use jerky or make your own jerky and then cut the jerky up and use that. So that way your meat doesn't go bad at all and it will last for 3 days. So that's kind of nice. I've got all the vegetables right now sitting inside the lid is where I got them. So that's kind of cool. Very nice. Oh yeah. The stainless steel frying pan is notice it's not sticking at all. Nothing's sticking. Just so awesome. So now what I'm going to do, you probably can't see, maybe you can a little bit. I'm going to take my steak and I'm going to take it out of the frying pan and put it in a little plate I have that's made out of titanium. So this is a little bit more difficult to do than actually using it in the frying pan. You just got to be a little bit careful. Okay. Trying to leave the flavor inside the frying pan. There we go. Now, I do want more butter. So then, we start adding some of this. And we'll see how this works. I haven't dropped any yet. These mushrooms are huge. Could have cut them smaller. Okay. Getting a little turnover here. Beautiful. Now I do want to add some lemon pepper to this. Okay. And I want to add some salt. Perfect. Now I like a little soy sauce. The soy sauce would have to be broke down. Is what would have to happen. Whoa. The lid almost come off. Okay. So we got that. Now I'm going to use the lid. Maybe crank it up a little bit. So this spatula is so cool that it's made out of titanium. It wasn't that much money. It wasn't really that much money at all. So it's doing its job. Now it's not like a super big one, but it's better than using a fork. It's even better than using a spoon. So this is making a nice stir fry. Now I do have a pot that I carry too. So if I wanted to, I could take minute rice and make a rice dish to go with it. So I could put rice in the plate, then put this on top. And that would be a very robust meal. And like I said, in no way is that food only going to last one day. You see? And I only used a quarter of the green pepper, red pepper, yellow pepper. It's just for some color. It makes it look a little nicer. Look at that. Oh yeah. And this spatula is really nice. Whoops, sorry guys, lost power. We got a big storm happening here, and that's why I did this inside instead of out in the yard. So we went down for a second. It's about the only time we ever lose power. It's like for a second or two, which is hard on your computers, your appliances. I've actually had a couple TVs break because of it over the years. I even tried to call the power company and try to get a new TV out of the deal. Oh, they had this long list of things I had to do, jump through hoops. I never did get the TV. I was trying to see what happens. Give me some more. Look at this. Now this is cooking out in the bush. When I start doing this, look at that. We're cooking it down, we're rendering it down. Oh yeah. How about the broccoli? Oh, perfect. Green peppers are still a little hard. So now that I got that all going, okay, now we take the meat that I put in the titanium plate and I'll add that back into it. And of course now you can take the titanium plate and go rinse it out with some water. Look at this. And this is turning out to be quite the nice stir fry, isn't it, guys? No freeze-dried food, man. A super good meal. Look at that. I like lemon pepper, guys. Could put some rice in this too, but now my cutting board is a bit too big and heavy, for putting in my pack. And I was going to cut it in half, but I'm kind of liking the room it has. So I might just find a way to put it up against my back so it's not as heavy, is what I'll probably do. So this is awesome, is what this is. This is working out well. I love this spatula. I'm telling you, go get it. It's not much money. It's super light. 20 grams, 25. It's super light. And it works. Works perfect. So now I got a spatula, a fork, and a spoon. And I do have a grater coming in tomorrow. And I have a whisk coming in. So that's going to be part of the set to try that. And everything's like miniature. Because I'm trying to save as much weight. I'm already into about 3 pounds for this whole setup. But looking forward to a meal is just awesome when you're... I'd rather eat this than mountain hikes. What about you? Oh, I wish you guys could smell this. I really do. I wish you could smell this. And look at this. That is not sticking on the bottom at all. Nothing. Now, you can't use this in a non-stick frying pan. It is a titanium spatula, and because of that, it will scratch your Teflon. You can use it in a titanium frying pan, and you can use it in stainless steel like I'm doing. But you can't use it in one of those non-stick frying pans. And you don't need non-stick when you buy stainless steel. It's better for you. That non-stick stuff will kill you. The stuff comes off, it gets into your body. There's nothing good about non-stick. It's a gimmick. Oh, yeah. So this is working out really, really well, as you can see. This thing is just awesome. It really is. I was worried it was so small. When I took it out of the package and everybody was saying in the reviews, they're saying, oh, it's so small you can't use it. And I'm like, well, what are you using it for? Are you like trying to flip over? And you'll notice this is all one piece. It's not done in separate pieces. This is not going to break. And that's the nice thing about this. This is not going to break at all. You know, because it was all done in one piece. And weight is a big thing. So that's really awesome. Oh, yeah. Beautiful. My belly's rumbling just looking at it. So, how does a mushroom taste? Oh, yeah. It's perfect. How about a piece of ribeye? Oh, yeah. That melts in your mouth. So let me see. Carry a light little cup. Okay, so maybe, I don't know, ounces to boil water and dump it in a bag, and you don't even know what's in that or what chemicals. I've even heard Mountain House has sawdust in there. They can add whatever flavor they want. So you don't know what's in your food. Or take a hit and carry 3 pounds, and that includes your spices, your stove, your propane, everything that you need to cook with. And now you can cook a meal just like that. A nice stir fry instead of eating garbage or eating healthy. And like I said, with the amount of food I had there, I only had 1 pepper of each. Yellow, red, and green, and that would cook 3 meals easy. I only used half a steak and cut it up. I mean, and that's enough. That's enough for me for a meal. So anyhow, I love this spatula. I'll have a link in the bottom to Amazon. But this thing's worth its weight in gold. Oh my God, it's so cool. That little gadget. But super light, it's nothing. It doesn't weigh anything. So why wouldn't you bring it? It just makes sense when you're cooking. So there's a quick stir fry. And I'll catch you guys on the next one.